Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a bit of a throwback type video. It's just like things what I used to think as a kid. However, there might be a couple in there which I generally thought like last year or a bit of a recent one. So yeah, let's get on with the video. Okay, I used to think that money grew on trees. I think like there's so many sayings like, oh yeah, money doesn't grow on trees, and I think I've got that into my head and I used to think that, oh my god, like if we grew a tree in our garden, we're going to be like so rich, like we're going to be such a rich family. And it's also like when people say that when you have a money spider to like wrap it around your head, whatever it is, because that gives you like luck and you get money. But yeah, obviously, unfortunately, it is not true and money doesn't grow on trees. Next one is, this is probably a common one, but whenever you eat an apple seed, I used to think that an apple tree would grow inside you. So every time I ate an apple seed, I used to panic because I was thinking, oh my god, now a tree is going to grow inside of me, like what am I going to do? Like, and I was scared that if I drank water, that would mean that it would grow, because obviously when you water plants, it makes it grow. So I was like, oh my god. I used to think that the moon was made out of cheese. Obviously this isn't true, but as a kid I remember like some classmates were joking around saying that the moon was made out of cheese, but I think they were just trying to like make me believe that it was made out of cheese. But then when you watch like programs when you were younger, I used to just watch them and I think, oh my god, the moon's actually made of cheese. But yeah, would be quite cool, wouldn't it? Okay, I used to think that unicorns and dinosaurs would come back if Yellowstone National Park blew up. Honestly, like I wrote this in my geography assessment and I was so convinced that unicorns and dinosaurs would come back, and it's just like, what the heck? And I actually got quite a high mark for that assessment because I used so much evidence for that piece that I managed to convince my teacher that unicorns and dinosaurs would come back. But I don't know, I was only in year 9. I used to think that when we go to sleep and like say someone's like next to us sleeping or whatever, that they could see what we're dreaming of. Like I remember like I was in my mum's bed one day and I used to ask her if she can see what I'm dreaming about. She was like, no, because I always thought that they could see, because I don't know, I used to think that because your brain's up there that they can see through to your brain and they can know what you're dreaming about.
I don't know.
I used to think that coloured shampoo or conditioner, say like a green coloured shampoo or pink, I always used to think that it would turn your hair colour, like change your hair colour to be that colour shampoo or conditioner. So I used to get really scared that my hair would end up green one day and then it would end up blue or pink. It would be quite cool though actually, wouldn't it? Whenever I used to eat bubbles when I was in the bath as a kid, I used to think that it would end up cleaning your insides, because obviously you're eating like soapy bubbles and obviously soap cleans things. So I used to think that if I swallowed soap, it would make my insides all clean and it'd give it a bit of a wash.
I don't know what I'm on about.
I used to think that if you click your back, you would end up getting paralysed. That's quite a weird one, but I used to honestly think that because obviously your back is and spinal cord is so delicate, and I thought that honestly, when people click their backs, I honestly thought that they were going to get paralysed like straight away, and I was thinking, oh my god. But luckily that isn't true, but I don't know, sometimes it can be a bit tricky because some people's backs might be very delicate and that might actually happen. I had my nose pierced and I used to think that whenever you sneeze, your nose piercing would come out. Obviously that is not true, but it isn't true for me anyway, and so every time I went to go and sneeze, I would always
hold my nose
because I was so scared that it would fly out and then fly out. And honestly, so crazy. I used to think that children and kids weren't allowed to drink coffee and tea, and that it was mainly like an old people, adult kind of drink, because when people like are like, oh my
God, I'm gasping for a cup of tea. I'm gasping for a coffee.
I just thought it was quite a mature drink and that kids weren't allowed to drink it. I don't know, it's a bit of a weird one. Don't know why I thought that. Okay, this is one that I actually have thought for so long, and I mentioned this to people at my work last year. I always used to think that when you get an egg, that a chick used to be inside the egg at first, and it was like a little yellow bit, which is the yolk. I used to think it was the yolk. And obviously it's not, because that's not what an egg is. But I used to think that before the egg, because I used to think that to make an egg with a chicken, you'd have to keep the egg warm, and then the chick would grow inside. But obviously, if you don't want to have the chick, you leave the egg cold, and then it turns into that like yellowy, whitey stuff, which is an egg, obviously. So yeah, and I got really confused. And I always was so convinced that like a chick was in an egg. The last one is, if you swallow chewing gum or bubble gum, I used to think that it was so bad for you. I used to think that like if I swallowed chewing gum or bubble gum, that it would end up sticking to my insides, and honestly it would honestly freak me out. So I was thinking, oh my god, I'm going to have chewing gum growing inside me, it's going to be stuck all over my liver, like my heart's going to be made out of liver, my heart's going to be made out of chewing gum, but obviously that's not true, I don't think. But anyway guys, that's all for me today. Leave in the comments what you used to think when you were a kid, and I will see you in my next video.